Right as we speak, you can see the widespread damaging straight line winds. All these blue boxes, damaging wind reports that go all the way back to eastern Nebraska. We call this a derecho, or a widespread significant damaging wind event that's very long lasting, and that's moving right into the heart of the area right as we speak. We'll zoom in a little bit tighter here, and I'm up here on the green screen, but we've got meteorologist Balint Salivari that's looking at storm reports, wind gusts. He's in the weather center right now, and he's going to keep us up to date on how high the winds are getting in parts of the area. But you can see all of the severe thunderstorm warnings that are up right now. This is Pulaski, Fulton, all the way down through White, Cass, Miami, Carroll, Tippecanoe, Montgomery, Warren, you name it. Fountain, all under severe thunderstorm warnings right now for damaging straight line winds racing from the east. These winds generally about 50 to 80 miles an hour. Now, originally the greatest threat for gusts of more than 80 miles an hour has been up here in northern Newton and northern Jasper County, right here, and that is moving eastward towards northern Fulton County. A little farther south, they're more like 50 to 80. We had a wind gust of 75 miles an hour reported near Danville, Illinois, and also near Kentland. We had a gust of 73 miles an hour, and we're getting some reports of 60-mile-per-hour gusts now in Benton County right as we speak. So we'll take a look at the line and track it eastward. Again, it's really picked up steam. I mean, this is moving at a good 70 miles an hour right through the area. You can see right in Winnemac and Monticello. This is one way we can analyze a line of storms and show you where the big damage is. Where you see little bulges in the line, that indicates where that wind is really surging forward and you're getting higher gusts. That's one way to do it, but also another way to do it is if you look at the velocity product, and that kind of gives you an idea of where the strongest gusts are located, and you try to get the best vantage point via weather radar on where the highest gusts are. And it's most likely if this pocket right here has a gust that's exceeding 80, that's moving up towards Winnemac, but also some pretty high wind gusts down here in parts of White County. This little bulge in the line that's kind of overlaid with this kind of pinkish color or peach color of White County, that indicates a surge of pretty high winds coming out of that storm with gusts easily more than 60 miles an hour. And I can show you where these higher gusts are headed in the area. You can see moving towards northern Carroll County. Here's northern Carroll County. Here's that bulge in the line with the intense winds. This is moving towards northern Carroll County. This part is headed up towards northern Fulton County. And if you listen, you can hear the roar right here at the TV station. We're starting to see the really high winds come into the west side as we speak. This is using the Indianapolis radar. It's kind of the same song and dance. It just gives you an idea of where the higher winds are located. There's that bulge in southern White County with the high winds. But these blue areas all indicate very strong winds that are exceeding 60 miles an hour that will knock trees and power lines down. May lead to a very minor structural damage. It is this pocket right here that produced the wind gust of 75 miles an hour near Danville. And that's moving into the heart of Fountain County right here, you can see. So again, everything's moving off to the east, so just be ready. Tippecanoe County, southern Tippecanoe County, Lafayette area, all the way down towards Crawfordsville, and also all areas east of Petersburg for damaging winds. Even when we look at these storms and do a query of the wind gust, now granted, these winds we're looking at are at a pretty high level. These are several thousand feet up, but still when you click on them, it gives you some idea of where the highest gusts are located. So we're clicking down here on Covington. This is a little closer to the Indianapolis radar site. So I would say that these gusts are pretty typical and probably right on with what is actually reaching the ground down here in central Fountain County. I want to do another similar thing up here in Tippecanoe County to try to pinpoint areas of where the highest gusts are located. And if we look at Greater Lafayette, again, one little bulge, it's coming in here to the northern part of the county, another one kind of bulging down here in the southern part of the county as well. And when we look at the wind speeds up here, the latest radar data indicates, some of these gusts at radar beam level, for example, are upwards of around 75, 80 miles an hour. For example, down here just the southwest of West Lafayette at radar beam level, a few thousand feet up, we're getting 75s, 84s, 69, 77. So that's the kind of wind energy that could easily make it down to the surface and cause some trees and power lines to be blown down in the area. And one last stop, I want to go to southern White County to look at this little bulge in the line as well. And if we look here, you can see where the highest winds are located right around Brookston, and also just to the north of Brookston at radar beam level. We're measuring winds up around 70 miles an hour. So this gives you an idea. These are damaging winds moving through the area. They're moving rapidly off to the east. So if you are anywhere east of this line of storms, be prepared for tree damage. And if you are out in a camper or anything right now or outdoors, you need to head inside and take shelter immediately. At this point,